School of Punk. Because everybody can be a punk rocker.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Robert Marks from School of Punk. We're here today to learn the octaves. I've been requested these lessons and I'm here to see what I can do for every punk rocker in the world today. So octaves are basically power chords. There's not much of a difference from, say, a D power chord and an octave D. Of course, to learn this lesson, you might want to know lesson number 1 for the power chord. So once you learn the power chords and its positions, it's really easy to get through an octaves. An octave is just basically like a power chord. So say you have a D power chord, which is like 5th string, 5th fret, 4th string, and 3rd string, 7th fret, and every other strings is mute. So this is a D power chord. To play octave, all you have to do is like release the ring finger and play only the 1st and the 3rd string of the chord, which sounds like, and I will make you hear the difference a little bit. So this is a full power chord and this is an octave. So the best way to do it is literally just to mute the strings. The 1st and 2nd string you would like to mute it with the index finger. You just have to release it a little bit in a way that is literally muting the string. And then you want to press the pinky on the last part of the octaves. You want to mute the second note of the octave with the ring finger. So by releasing it, like you see now, this is a power chord. If you release the ring finger, this string doesn't play no more. So that would be an octave. And then of course you press the index finger on the 1st string of the chord and you mute, in this case, the 6th string with the top of the index finger. So here we have a full octave chord. Another way to do it, and I use it a lot actually, is just to press again still with the pinky and the index finger, and with the middle finger and the ring finger. Literally just press them slightly on all the chords, so you make sure that they mute everything else but what you're pressing. So 1st string is mute, 2nd string is playing. 6th string, 5th string is playing. 1st string is mute, of course, probably by the middle finger. Then you play this with the pinky, and then the 1st and 2nd string are mute. This is a much comfortable position than this one, because it gives you more flexibility, especially when you have to do octaves that goes all over the neck. So you want to use probably this 2nd position over the 1st one I showed you. So again, this is how you play an octave. It can be here, it can be here, it can be A, G, F. It technically can be E. It's really hard to play it this way, but it's right here. And that's it for how to do it. The second part of this video will be on how to insert octaves in your song, or how basically octaves help out a song to sound the impact and much more, say, variegate. So say I have a song that I was actually learning today. It's a Green Card by the NoFX. It's probably like 1991, 92 from Brit. That's the album. And the song goes like, you have like this little, simple riff that goes from A the octaves that he plays on this are, I'll show you how he does it. So what he did on this song is basically like use octaves. You have to see octaves as some kind of halfway between power chord riffs and a solo. Especially in punk bands or even rock, it doesn't really matter. Like when there's two guitars playing, it's really common that one guitar play the major riff. Say, let's pick up song. So it's if for green chord, we have the major riff is like and that's the major riff. And in the meantime that this guitar is playing the major riff, the second guitar will play the octaves of. Okay? So it's just complementary, and of course the scale that you use with the major riff needs to be reflected in the scale of the octave, so you cannot really matching like a major scale and minor scale. It needs to be the same one. So if you use like A, F, C, and G in the major riffs, then you want to play octaves that are at least matching the same notes, and then having half notes in the same scale. So like an A, we have an A here. It's an F. We're not really playing the F, but definitely we're playing the C and the G as well, which is a 10. So this is A, G, A, and we have the A here and the G here in the major riff. So play around with the major notes of the riffs. Also, again, it's really common that the riffs goes down on the lower notes and the octaves goes high. So you want to play octaves if you want to play A octaves, you don't want to play it here. Most of the time you want to play octaves that are really high, like. Alright, so it will complete perfectly the riffs. Octaves are really, really common in punk rock, and there's plenty of songs with them. There's some that starts with octaves only, say Good Riddance has only one guitar, they started with one guitarist, and say Shadow of Defeat, it's the intro is just octaves, say. And that's the octave riff, it's like F diesis, E, and C diesis, okay? So remember again, like, to recap, octaves is just a power chord without the second note of the chord. So octaves are complementary most of the times with the major riffs, and also octaves are used more likely to be on the higher notes and are halfway between the riffs and the solo. I really love octaves. They gives a nice nice high frequency power to the songs most of the time. Bands like NoFX use a lot of octaves. Definitely Good Riddance use a lot. Lagwagon use a lot of octaves. It was not really a common practice during the early punk rock of the 70s, but definitely it turns out to be really, really used in melodic hardcore in the 90s, and still used right now from, by band like Fall Out Boys and current like punk rock band. So guys, please feel free to send me any email or like comments back of this video for anything that you didn't get clearly. And this is Robert Boss, you guys always keep it real.
School of Punk. Subscribe now.